Guys, welcome to another episode of Paul's Asian Adventure. Hey, I got Mia with me from Filipino Life with Mia. Uh, her channel is actually bigger than mine now, which is sad. So guys, you got to help me out by subscribing, okay? Hey, and we've been here for 6 months, roughly 6 months since I moved here, since we moved back from Saudi, since I retired. So I wanted to cover that, how it is to be retired and 6 months in the Philippines. So as some of you know, or maybe you don't know, I used to work in the oil industry, but now I've retired. And as people working in the oil industry will tell you, we work a lot of hours. So pretty stressful.
I know.
And that's one of the reasons I retired, because I felt like the stress was getting to me. And I didn't have weekends off. I was on call all the time. I can probably count on one hand the weekends actually we did something, because I was either really tired or I was working, right? You can attest to that.
I can attest,
So
yes.
coming back here was the plan to relax and all that, but then also a friend of mine who owns 2 homes, which I've actually rented before, asked me if I could do some renovation while he's in Spain, and then he wouldn't charge me for rent. So I've been renovating the house, talking to him what we need to do, the kitchens, adding solar to the place and all that stuff. So I've been taking care of everything, which has kept me busy, which I'm glad for. But on the other hand, it's been kind of a minus in that we haven't been able to travel as much. We haven't been able to go places. We had a lot of plans when we came here initially, which we haven't been able to fulfill because of these 2 units. So, but a promise is a promise. So we got about probably another, what you say, a month or so till we're done with all the projects here. Anyway, but being back in Dumaguete, Valencia, Bacong, down area has had its pluses, but also its minuses.
Yep.
There are things here that have gotten
Out of hand.
a lot worse. Traffic has become really bad. There's a lot of crazy driving over here. Just today, again, someone almost hit me coming towards me. You know, just if they have a car, they think they own the road. Even if it's a double white line, double yellow line, they still cross over. And I'll film some of this. So we're actually talking about maybe leaving to a different city, which is more, how shall I say, where there's more enforcement of the law here in the Philippines. As we found at Dumaguete, traffic laws at least are not really enforced. So we're looking at that. The other thing that has gotten to me here, as people who follow this channel know, I'm very health conscious, both in what I eat and exercise and all that. But I found that the air quality here has degraded quite a bit. Now, there are some solutions to that, like I bought a very nice filter with a battery, so when I drive I can wear that to clean the air, right?
Yeah.
Plus we've talked about maybe moving up to Valencia, where the air is a bit cleaner, or maybe moving to Darwin. But I've also lately been looking into moving maybe to different cities. And I've done a lot of research, and there are certain cities out there I'm considering, which the air quality is better, traffic rules are enforced, and so on. I won't talk about which cities yet. We're still gonna travel and look at some of these cities and then kind of make a decision. So that will be sometime next year, and it'll be before the semester start for Mia, because she wants to complete her nursing. So she's got about 3 more years there. So we want to finish that up. So, but we have talked about a few different cities, and like I said, I don't want to mention those because again,
A secret
I
for
am
now.
prone to changing my mind, as Mia very well knows. So in a year's time, we might still be living here, you know? Or we might actually be in a different country. We've talked about that too. We've talked about some countries in Europe. We've talked about some countries in Latin America, meaning like Mexico,
And in South
America, basically.
and also Asian countries.
Other Asian countries,
Yeah.
which we haven't visited. We really want to see Vietnam
And
and
Thailand.
Thailand, and some. I've heard a lot of things about Cambodia and Indonesia. So those are also countries we want to visit. We've already visited Malaysia. We really like Malaysia. However, the big minus is that Malaysia is really a working city. So the social life is not quite there. I tried to get onto some groups and to see if I could meet some people and all that, but it didn't seem like it was possible. But
Well, they actually had before we left.
once a month,
Yeah, before we left. I mean, you'll meet the person there, and then you guys get in contact, and then you guys
but
get to know each other.
it's not like here, Dumaguete, Bakong, Valencia is a
Well,
retirement city. So
Well, because it's also a small city, darling. Dumaguete is a small place where everybody knows everybody.
But I'm saying the social life in KL probably wouldn't be what it is here. As a retired person, you need to do something. So anyway, the other thing I've talked about, which Mia doesn't want me to do, is going back to work because I have been a bit bored, to be honest. So, and I like working, not under the 60, 70, 80 hours a week and working every weekend, but I don't think that's going to happen because I have some other things I want to do. But anyway, so that's the plans. That's kind of what's going on with us. Now, the last 6 months, the memory plays a strange role. Like when we were in Saudi, right? Man, we loved the food there, the variety of food, all the different types of fruits, the cuisines from different parts of the world, top-notch quality on food. And then you come to the Philippines, right? And we knew the food here in the Philippines wasn't, of course, nowhere near as good as Saudi, but you kind of forgot how like lower quality things are here, I would say, compared to Saudi, right?
Yep.
I mean, just like, I'm still trying to find a good burger here.
We found a
my
burger,
quest,
darling.
my quest for a good burger.
We found a burger, but it's in Malaysia.
Oh, that's Five Guys burger. That's from the U.S., right?
Really?
Yes, it's from the U.S.
I thought you just...
That's why I told you about it. It's my favorite burger, Five Guys burger. So yeah, that's a funny story. She ordered a double burger, and I thought, no way she'll take that. So I ordered a single burger, thinking she'll at least have probably half of her double burger left, but she inhaled that burger.
I finished mine before.
Before I finished mine, I was like, what the hell? That girl loved that burger. But yeah, that's one thing we did love with KL was the food. Oh my God, the food, the transportation. Anyway, we made a video about that. But yeah, there are certain countries in Europe, Spain, Portugal, Italy, which have great food, obviously, great variety of food. The prices of food is actually, I looked at some YouTube videos, the price of food is cheaper than here and the quality is better. So that's another thing we've talked about, Europe as a possibility. So there are a lot of possibilities there, but I have promised Mia that I'll make a decision by summer 2025.
Yeah.
So that's a promise. So by 2025, summer of, I'll make a decision. And wherever I decide to stay, of course, I'll take into account what Mia wants. But since I'm retired and I really have to find stuff to do, it has to be not what I want, but kind of what I want has to have a higher priority because you're going to go to school anyway, wherever you are. So, you're going to be busy. So I need something to do.
He's going to go to school with me.
Well, if we move to Europe, to somewhere like Spain or Portugal, Italy, we want to learn the language. So we'll go a year to a language school before you continue your nursing, right? So you know the language.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was actually nice coming back to the Philippines. It was kind of a laid-back lifestyle. And the people, obviously, if you've ever been to the Philippines, you know how Filipinos are.
The warmth.
The warmth of the Filipino, the smiles and everything. We miss that. So
never feel like you're alone.
You never feel alone here. Yeah, that's true. You never feel alone.
Because everywhere you go, there's always people walking.
Yeah. So really, I'm of two minds. I kind of love the Philippines, but there are certain things here that I wish was different. One being the food quality and the food variety. And of course, the traffic, the crazy drivers and all that. I think we can find a different city with better, don't want to say law enforcement. Yeah, law enforcement, better, you know, enforcement of the traffic rules where people aren't driving crazy and all that. And also, I think a place where maybe there's less foreigners because there's become way too many foreigners here. So we're looking at moving to a different place. We're going to try out a few places and see. And if you guys have any suggestions for places, I'd like to know that. Again, we're looking for food quality, less traffic, less foreigners, but at the same time, a place which has at least some coffee shops, some restaurants where we can go out and eat. So I know that's a high bar to meet here, but that's kind of what I'm looking for. So any suggestions would be appreciated. Me personally, I like being in the mountain. The beach would be okay, but the mountain is preferable for me. The cooler air and the freshness of the air and so on. So what would you like to add, darling?
See, guys, just to tell you that he talks a lot, I don't. There's a balance right there, right? So he talks out all my thoughts, my ideas, that's in there. So I was like, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
I put your thoughts into words.
Yeah. So just don't say something, because people usually make a comment about it, like how you
How I what?
how you hug.
All the talking. I do all the talking. Yeah, I do get carried away.
Yeah,
But here you go. This is your chance. No?
no, you got it all.
I got it all. I'm sure there's something I missed.
I just want to say though, like when you mentioned about expat, like there's a lot of expat here. It is with expat. There's a lot of there's like pluses and minuses to it. Of course, with with minuses, you get
The drama.
Like
drama getty.
Yeah. One of the plus as well is that in that city, if there's foreigners,
there's higher quality.
Higher quality, yes. See right there, he knows what I was thinking.
Yeah, typically it's higher quality.
Yeah,
and that's one thing I've noticed since I came back. There's a lot more restaurants, a lot more. Oh my God, so many coffee shops. Remember one of the things we talked about?
Yeah,
starting a coffee shop, and now there's
shop.
so many coffee shops here. It's like, I don't think so. But the food quality is better.
It's getting better.
It's getting better, yeah, but inconsistent, I would say.
Yeah.
Like there's one restaurant we like to go to, and typically the food is really good, and then one time we went, it was horrible.
Yeah.
I felt sick afterwards, remember? So it's inconsistent typically, but there's more and more foreigners now starting restaurants, so there's more and more competition. The prices have gone up slightly.
It's just, I think, due to inflation as well.
Yeah, due to inflation. Rental prices haven't really gone up that much, I would say. But prices on food has gone up. Like when you go to the supermarket here, the prices are up considerably, I would say, at least 20-30% since we left. And but still the variety at the supermarkets, we still don't get a lot of variety when it comes to products. The supermarkets here are pretty small, they're not big. I have watched other videos from places like Cebu or Iloilo or Bacolod or Davao. They have like Landers and is it called SNM? No.
SNR.
SNR.
Well, I think because it's a big city.
It's a big city, and you look at
and
there,
here,
they
this
have
is
a
a
lot
small
of
city.
variety and a lot of stuff from outside of the Philippines.
Yeah,
But you can still get a lot of stuff like spices. You can still get a lot of the spices in on Shopee or Lazada.
Yeah.
So even though you don't find it at the supermarket, you can still order it online typically.
But we have to know if it's authentic or not, because sometimes they just send.
Yeah, that's true. But it's getting better though. It used to be really bad at Lazada with all the fake stuff, but it's getting better. And Shopee too. So so it's going to be an exciting few months, the next few months. And with that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.